How's it going, guys? This is Marcus from A-Step Illustration again, and I am doing a Prisma Colored Pencil based drawing, at least for the skin at least. So what I'm starting out with is the cream colored one for this reference. Cream, or crème in French, en français. So that's P914. So I'm going to start with a base layer of cream for this reference. Then I'm going to top it off with beige, as I will show you guys later in this presentation. Hope you guys are doing well today. I'm actually waking up from a nap at a hard day of work today. So I decided to start on this and show you guys the presentation. This the first part of this, by the way. So I'm going to add my first layer of cream, and it's very important to go in circular patterns, smaller circular patterns. Start off very light circular patterns. You want to be able to catch the tooth of every single paper, every single grain, every single tooth of the paper. It's microscopic, you won't be able to see it, but it's very important. Just keep building up your layers as light as possible and as light as possible and as small as possible. Circular patterns and various directions. It's very important. You'll notice that I'm going to continuously spin my paper around because I'm trying to go in various directions. Because if you go in one direction, that's where the mistake lies. You have to go in various directions so it could be able to catch every single nook and cranny of the paper that you're working on. This is Bristol. Bristol paper is one of my favorites, by the way. It's thick. It holds a lot of ink and even watercolor as well. Watercolor and watercolor pencils. I use that as well. This is going to be part one, by the way. Yep, you just keep going these circular patterns. You want to see the best, whatever your eye captures first. When you see your reference photo, you want to use that color first as the background of the skin tone, so to speak, or whatever surface you're coloring as a base level or the first layer of your drawing. I remember a couple years ago when I first started getting started with Prisma Colored Pencils. It was a learning curve. I remember pressing down very, very hard with these colored pencils. But as I've learned over the years, you have to start very, very lightly in circular patterns in various directions to capture what you really need within your reference photo. It's very therapeutic, by the way. It brings so much joy and comfort after a long, hard day of work. Let's focus in. Let's see. There we go. Yes, again, I'm going to break this down to segments. Roughly 10 minutes. So I could capture as much detail as possible. I remember watching tutorials for this, in times past, and what I would like to offer is almost, lack of a better term, dummy proof way of having a tutorial that works best for myself, as if I'm learning. I'm putting myself in the position as if I'm learning, and I'm not saying that in the sense of insulting anyone's intelligence, just lack of a better term. I want to have it as detailed as possible from point A to point B, point Z, from A to Z, 1 to 1,000, a sequential order, so you could be able to see a step-by-step synopsis of how this process actually takes place. Because I don't want you to be left in the dark at all. So I'm going to try to provide value in areas that I was kind of left in the dust about, which is every single intimate detail about how to go about accomplishing Prismacolor based portraits. So I think you guys are awesome. So again, I didn't want to offend anyone. I just gave a term just to make it as easy as possible. When I said dummy proof, by the way, I believe you guys are really intelligent. Let's see. Again, I'm going to rotate my paper constantly to get into various directions. Periodically, you have to sharpen your pencil, obviously, through usage. Highlighted areas, obviously, I'm going to leave alone. In the sense that I'm going to leave minimal amount of color pencil in those areas as possible to make the illusion that there's lighting. Again, you go from lightest to darkest, from minimal amount of pressing to harder as you build up layers. The darker you go with value, the harder you press. And that's what creates the burnishing effect. So there you guys have it. This is part 1 for the tutorial, the color pencil tutorial for portraits. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we see you guys later. Take care. Bye now.